I've been seeing rumors about Klay Thompson's free agency everywhere, and it seems like it's a real possibility that Thompson could leave the Warriors this offseason, meaning that the big three that we've seen in Golden State for over a decade at this point of Curry, Dre, and Klay could be splitting up, marking the beginning of a new era for the Golden State Warriors. So today, we're going to be rebuilding this Warrior squad without Klay Thompson. We might even look at trading Draymond Green. Ultimately, we're going to do anything we can to win Steph Curry at least one more championship before he retires. We will keep this simulation going until Curry leaves the game, and that might not be long because he's already 36 years old at this point. So we're here at the NBA draft, and unfortunately, we do not have a first rounder. I think I'm just going to go ahead and skip straight past the draft for that reason. I don't really care who we take with our second round pick. Now, we do see Gary Payton II pick up his player option. We'll pick up the team option on Lester Quinones, and we'll go ahead and get to free agency. LeBron James retired, so he will not be hitting free agency. Pascal is here, but does any of that matter? No, because we do not have the money to sign anybody. And I'm also not going to be giving Klay Thompson the $26 million he wants. Like I said, we're going to let him move on from this team because that seems to be what he wants to do in real life, at least based on the rumors. It really seems like Klay could no longer be a Warrior, which is really weird to say. And I want to start off by trading Draymond Green. I know he's going to regress in the simulation, so we're going to go ahead and take Aaron Gordon from the Denver Nuggets. Is Gordon here to stay? Probably not. We might look to flip him as well. I mean, really nobody outside of Steph Curry is an untouchable. Sure, Jonathan Kuminga's a great player, but do we have time to wait for him to become a superstar? Probably not. So I'm willing to pretty much look at trading everybody. Now, I don't know how much I want to do right now because I feel like we could get better offers around the trade deadline. The only players I really want to trade now are guys who are just like dumb old. And Draymond Green was one of those dudes. Usually in 2K, he ends up in the 70s pretty quick. He's like an 83 right now. He'll start dropping down very rapidly. So I wanted to trade him before that regression happened. Now, right here, I just went ahead and traded away a couple role players to get some first round picks. We're going to need those picks if we want to build out this team. And also, I do want to go ahead and pick up somebody in free agency. You know what? We can go ahead and bring back Dario Saric. I'll swing him a 3-year contract, and yeah, that'll pretty much do it. Like I said before, we're going to let Klay walk. We could also sign Luke Cornett, apparently. That would be cool. Welcome to the team, Luke. And there you go. There's our blockbuster free agency pickups. And I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, Danny, this team is garbage. They're not going to win a championship. But like I said, we're going to wait until the deadline. We'll make our moves then, and hopefully that will be enough to help out this team. If we make the right moves, I feel like we should be able to piece together a contender at the trade deadline. So that's the game plan here. Also, did you all see the 82-0 challenge I posted over on the main channel? Because man, we finally did it. It's not really a spoiler because I had to throw it in the title. You know what I mean? We finally went 82-0 in 2K. Oh my goodness, I was absolutely ecstatic to finally do it, bro. Also, this team sucks right now. We're not winning that many games, which is fine. Okay, there we go. There's a little win streak. But yeah, man, I was really excited to finally go 82-0. I also dropped the Mavs rebuild on the main channel. Dropped it in like the third quarter or something. I'm really sad the Mavs win. I had them winning in 7. That was my prediction for the series. Obviously, my prediction was way off. I saw Jason Tatum talking about I'm the best player in the world after he won. And no, he might have just lost to the best player in the world in Luka Doncic. I'd say either Luka or Jokic is the best player in the NBA right now. But man, I'd have to say, I don't really like when guys say, you know, I'm the best player in the world or whatever. It's like, bro, we get it. You're good at basketball, but you don't really self-proclaim that, in my opinion. I feel like it's something that you just earn. It's not like when Michael Jordan, was dominating the league, he had to say, I'm the best player. Everybody knew knew, man. I mean, he won 2 3-peats. Everybody was like, yeah, this guy's great at basketball. You don't win a championship after putting up a couple stinkers in the finals and be like, I'm the best player in the world. You didn't even lift up the finals MVP trophy. Congratulations to Jaylen Brown on that award. He played incredible in the playoffs. I would argue that he played better than Jason Tatum in the postseason. And no, I'm not hating on Tatum. Quite frankly, I'm just not a big fan of the Celtics, but I'm not here to hate. I will give them their flowers and say congratulations. They did their thing. They won a title, and that's no easy feat. Also, shout out to the front office. They put together a beautiful basketball team. They were really running the team like it was a 2K rebuild, flipping players, getting the right guys on the team. So shout out to the Boston Celtics. They did a great job putting together an incredible championship team. Now we're almost at mid-season here, though, so we can start making moves. We're 22-23, and really that's all I needed from the team. I just needed them to be in a spot where they were competitive and could potentially make a run at the playoffs, and we're right in that range right now, so all we have to do is maybe find a piece or two in the trade market to upgrade this roster, and I believe that we'll be good to go to at least make the playoffs. So we could go get Ja Morant, we could go get Kawhi Leonard. There's some interesting players out there, but nobody really catches my eye that I want to put together my own trade package for. So instead, I'm thinking we'll probably just try and package together some of our players and picks to find some good additions to this roster. Now, I would like some guys who could score at a high level alongside Steph Curry. I don't really think we have a player like that. Chris Middleton could be that guy. No, he can't. He's averaging 15 points this year. Colin Sexton, maybe. He's averaging 17 on mid-efficiency. How about Nembhard? What's he doing? Dang it, man. Yeah, really not any great scoring players. We could get Sengun, who's kind of a good all-around option. You know what? We might have to just go ahead and go over to the player finder, see if there's somebody who can score it at a high level who I'm not thinking about. I did see Kawhi Leonard was listed as available for the Clippers. He's not a player I typically go for in rebuilds just because his regression is bad. And yeah, he's only averaging 17. LaMelo's averaging 28. Oh my gosh, that's actually crazy. And I know he's usually available when you do these rebuilds. Like, I doubt the Hornets have him as an untouchable. They don't, and he's only 4-star value. So I think this is something we can realistically do, and we can probably make this trade happen pretty easily. I bet a third first-round pick will get this trade done. Boom. Wiggs and 3 first, and we get a 90 overall in LaMelo Ball. That's some absolute cheese. And LaMelo is 6'7". I feel confident playing him at the 2 guard, so that'll work out well. We've also still got Aaron Gordon here. We've got Jonathan Kuminga, so I'm thinking we take AG and Jonathan. There's Kawhi. Okay, so now we've got guys who can score. Maybe we get a defender in Kawhi Leonard. Also, Bam Adebayo, speaking of defenders, he's scoring more than Kawhi. He's younger. Yeah, we got to do this. We also get Jaime Jaquez in that trade. Welcome to the squad, Bam Adebayo. And now we're at the point where we don't really have a lot of contracts we can throw together to make a trade where we're getting a big name player. So we're just going to have to find the right role players for this squad. Miles McBride and Mitchell Robinson is not bad at all. There goes Bronny James on the Minnesota Timberwolves. We could get Kobe White and Io 2 first here. That's a lot, but you know what? We'll do it because these guys can be great backup guards for the team. Now, I am noticing we need ourselves a starting power forward, so let's go ahead and find that 4. It could be Bobby Portis. It could be Kuminga coming right back to the team. You know what? I mean, yeah, we could really do the Jonathan Kuminga trade. I feel like it makes a lot of sense considering the trade options here. Kuminga can usually score the ball at a high level in the simulation, so there you go. We've got Jaime Jaquez starting at the 3 right now. I don't know how much I love that, so let me see if I can find us an upgrade at the starting small forward spot. Ooh, there's Keegan Murray. We slide him to the 3. Wait. Actually, we're going to take Keegan Murray here, right? Welcome to the team, Keegan. And what we're going to do is slide Jonathan Kuminga over to small forward. He goes up to an 85 overall. So now the starting lineup is set. Off the bench, we've got Kobe White, Io, Trace Jackson Davis. We need ourselves a backup small forward and a backup power forward. So let's go ahead and find those guys. We could do Dario Saric, just bring him right back for backup 4, and then we just need a small forward, and we will be in business, man. So while I find us that 3, I'll just go ahead and, talk a little bit. So what were we talking about? We were talking about the Boston Celtics. I thought I had something to add when we were talking about the Celtics championship, but now I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. Here's something I wanted to talk about. There's Sam Hauser. We just took a Celtics player. Nice. But yeah, the Celtics, right? And Drew Holiday. I've been seeing this conversation. Is Drew Holiday a Hall of Famer? And I have to say, based on the standards to make the Basketball Hall of Fame, I would say that Drew Holiday is a Hall of Fame player, because you talk about his defense. He's a guy who's made a lot of all-defensive teams, right? In addition to making all-defense teams, he has 2 championships. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good resume considering the criteria to make the Basketball Hall of Fame. So yeah, Drew Holiday, one of the more underrated players throughout NBA history, I guess. I mean, he's been a pivotal piece on 2 championship teams. I mean, he came to Milwaukee via trade, right? And he goes ahead and helps them win a title soon after. He comes to Boston via trade. The season he gets traded there, he helps them win a title. Also, if you're a Celtics fan, go call up your favorite Portland Trail Blazers fan and tell them thank you, if you know any Portland Trail Blazers fan, because let's be honest, there probably aren't many of them, especially after Dame left. But man, that trade that they did with the Blazers to go get Drew Holiday was an absolute finesse. So yeah, I would definitely say that was a great move for the Celtics. The Celtics they have been incredible in maneuvering and making the right trades. I was talking about that a little bit earlier, but it really is amazing what they have done. I mean, the fact that Brad Stevens went from being a coach to the front office and has done such a great job, essentially seamlessly went from being a coach to a front office job and has been amazing at that, is crazy to see. Also, can we talk about how bad I am at my front office job? Because, bro, we are not playing that good right now. We've been basically like 500 since I made my trades. I expected us to be so much better than that. I mean, maybe I'm gassing up the team too much, but you get LaMelo, you get Bam, a lot of good role players on the team too. I thought this squad was going to be able to make a nice little run to close out the season, but clearly I was mistaken. Can y'all win some games? Because we might mess around and end up as like the 9 or 10 seed in the play-in if we keep losing games. Can you all win? Dude, we're 10th seed. We were the 10th seed for a second there. We've lost 6 in a row at the end of the season here. Win! We're going to miss the playoffs. Win! Dude, you all are kidding. We finally get a win. We're the 10 seed. There's another one. Give us another one. Come on. 3 in a row. There we go. A seed playing. Give us, yes, A seed. All right, that's cool. I don't know why the losing streak was so diabolical right there, but it was. Now, luckily, we were able to earn that 8th spot, so we'll have 2 chances to make the postseason via the play-in tournament, which is nice. We get ourselves a little safety net here for the play-in tournament. Now, before we even jump into that, I want to check out some of the stats. Steph Curry led the way in scoring. LaMelo was second. You had Bam giving us a nice double-double. Jonathan Kuminga. Okay, so it looks like everybody played pretty well. Let me check the efficiency here. I mean, yeah, everybody was solid. Kobe White did not shoot the ball too well. 34% from a guy who's taking 5.5 threes a game. Definitely leaves something to be desired. But Dario Saric was actually pretty good. 37%, 4 threes a night. That's solid for sure for Dario Saric. Sam Hauser was knocking down some threes as well. Okay, so it looks like the rotation ended up playing pretty well. In round 1 of the play-in tournament, we got the Memphis Grizzlies led by Ja Morant. Are y'all excited to see Ja back hooping next season? I am for sure. I mean, he throws down some absolutely ridiculous dunks, and the Grizzlies are going to have a good pick in this year's draft. It'll be interesting to see what they do with that. I'm really excited for the draft, especially with all the Bronny stuff going on. As we win round 1 of this play-in tournament, Kuminga with 27. See, Jonathan Kuminga has been really good for us. I know I was saying something over the offseason like, oh, is he ready for prime time? Is he a guy we're going to have to trade? Clearly, he's ready to contribute here. I did trade him away actually earlier, but then I got him back, and I'm glad I got him back. Round 1, we got the Mavs. They're coming off a finals appearance, so this won't be easy, and we're down 3-1. Yeah, we're cooked. Okay, so our team is not ready to contend right now. now. It's clear. I mean, after those trades, we made little to no improvement. We went on a huge losing streak at the end of the season, and I'm worried. I can't lie to y'all. I am worried with Steph Curry being 37 years old. We need to push this rebuild into overdrive, do anything we can to help him contend here. So what's the game plan? What's the move? Dario Saric, I know you're coming off a year where you played pretty well, but at 31 years old, I kind of want to trade you. 2 first-round picks is way too good to pass up on, so we're going to take that. And then what we're going to do is take Kobe White and those 2 firsts and hopefully find an upgrade for this roster. White just wasn't as efficient as I would have hoped. Miles McBride, he played terrible last year. I was thinking maybe he could be a replacement, but honestly, these offers, oh my gosh, yeah, this isn't good. Okay, I might have to hold on to Kobe for just a second here. We could always trade him around free agency or even wait until the trade deadline, to be honest with you. There's really no rush when it comes to trading Kobe White, so I'm going to take my time with that trade. We're going to bring back Jonathan Kuminga here, of course, on the qualifying offer. We also have to re-sign Sam Hauser, but nothing too crazy going down this year in free agency. We will be able to get both of those guys back, and we actually have some money to spend. Oh, we could go get Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen shoots the ball so well in this game, so I'm happy to have him on the team. Who did we have at backup small forward before? Oh, yeah, Sam Hauser, who we just paid to re-sign, so we can let him go get a couple first-round picks, and then we just have minimums to fill out the roster. You know what? I will go ahead and get Sam Merrill on a little minimum contract if he signs here. There you go, and that will wrap it up for free agency. Here's what the squad's looking like. Luckily, Steph Curry only goes down 1 overall, and everybody else is improving, so that's always great to see. We've got our point guards. We've got our 2 guards. We're good at the 3. We do not have a backup power forward right now. Oh, yeah, that's because I traded away Dario, so I'll have to go find us a power forward maybe at the deadline this year. For now, Keegan Murray, you're just going to have to hold it down for us. Hopefully you can handle that. You're a good basketball player. I think you'll be all right. And yeah, this is going to be another year where we're maneuvering at the deadline, but hopefully I do a little bit better job of it this year, because obviously last year I did not do a good job. I mean, you all saw we struggled after the trade deadline, and I'm not really sure why we're playing such bad basketball. I mean, I feel like this is a good team. Maybe playing LaMelo at the 2 isn't the move. We're playing some guys out of position. Maybe that affects the simulation. I know some people have told me that, like, you don't want to play your players out of position, and I'm starting to see why, because look at the way we're playing right now. I don't know what we're going to do. We might have to go through a major roster overhaul. We'll have to deep dive into the stats, see what's going wrong, because clearly a lot of stuff is not working for us right now. We suck. All right, we're the 9 seed right now, pretty much around the same situation that we were in at last year's deadline, despite me picking up stars at last year's deadline. So, yeah, man, we got to do something here. I did say I'm going to deep dive into the stats. We'll do that in a second. I just kind of wanted to see what players were out there. We could go get Jimmy Butler. I don't really ever get Jimmy in my rebuilds. Maybe that's for a reason. I don't know. I feel like I never see him pop up in the trade finder. But let's head to the estimated wins added here. Click Productions does it, and he's good at rebuilding. So, yeah, we're doing it here as well. It looks like pretty much everybody besides Bam, LaMelo, and Curry are not that impactful. Trayce Jackson-Davis for a bench player has been really impactful. Kuminga just hasn't been as good as I would have hoped. Kobe White, I've been saying he's got to go. So we're going to start it off with Kobe White here. We'll throw 1 first-round pick in addition to Kobe. Hopefully we can get some good offers here. Yeah, the offers still, there's just nothing. Okay, there we go. There's Amen Thompson. Now, Thompson, I feel like, is a player who's going to be impactful when it comes to winning. He defends at a high level. I would like to have Amen Thompson, so we're going to go get him. I forgot we paid Kuminga all that money, so now we could actually look to trade Jonathan and probably get some max level players back. We could get Jimmy Butler for Jonathan Kuminga here. Now that's interesting for sure. Is Jimmy on the last year of his contract? What are we looking at here for Mr. Buckets. He's got 3 years, so worst comes to worst, we trade him in the offseason. Let's do this. Welcome to the team, Jimmy Butler. We also get Davion Mitchell, who can run some backup PG. We don't necessarily need Ayo Dosunmu anymore, so we could look at trading him with Keegan Murray. Maybe get ourselves a better starting power forward, because I noticed Murray wasn't as impactful as I would have hoped. We could get Jared Allen, move him to the 4, but I was saying how I didn't want to play guys out of position. Yeah, I mean, he's playing well, but I don't really think that's the move for us as of right now. Real quick, I also want to look at offers for LaMelo Ball just to see what's out there. He's been probably our best player all season, so I'm not really looking to trade him for just anybody. And yeah, these trades aren't that good. I mean, Siakam's kind of interesting. Tyrese Maxey's kind of interesting, but nothing where I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to do that trade, right? So I'm not going to trade our best player or our second best player. You could say him or Steph, whatever you want to say, right? But I'm not going to trade him just to trade him, right? Now, we do need a backup power forward on the team. We have Keegan Murray. I was saying how I needed to get him some help at the 4. So we're going to trade Ayo Dosunmu to go ahead and get ourselves somebody a backup power forward. It could be Josh Hart. Yeah, we'll do this. We're swapping Grayson Allen for Derek Jones. I don't love that, but we're going to go ahead and do it. Derek Jones hasn't been shooting the 3 well this season, so I'm sorry, Derek, but we're probably going to trade you. There are some solid options here, but just nobody who plays on the wing. You know what, Derek? You can stay. You helped the Mavs make the finals, so hopefully you can do something like that for us here. Team looks pretty solid, though, overall. I hope these moves help us. If they don't, we'll have the contract to Jimmy Butler that we can go ahead and look to trade in the offseason. We also have some good young pieces that we could look to trade. There's definitely some flexibility with this roster if things don't work out this year, but the issue is if things don't work out this year, we kind of just wasted another year of Steph Curry as he gets older. And that's really my big fear for the Warriors in real life, is that they're going to be like, okay, we got young players, we got Kuminga, we got B-Pods, just wait for them to develop and they can be good pieces alongside Curry. Let's be honest, if the Warriors are serious about winning with Curry, they need to trade their young players and trade their picks to make one last run at it. And if they're not serious about winning with Curry, in my opinion, I mean, it depends on what Curry wants. If he just wants to stay with the team until he retires, I think he's earned that as a superstar for the team. But if he says, you know what, if y'all aren't going to put a contender around me to end off my career, can y'all trade me? I think they should honor a trade request for him, trade him wherever he wants, just because that's the type of weight I feel like he holds with the Golden State Warriors franchise. But a player like Steph Curry, he's one of those guys who I imagine as a Warriors lifer, a guy who's just going to stick around with the Golden State Warriors until he inevitably leaves the game and retires, right? So I hope that Curry retires a Warrior as a Warriors fan. I mean, that would obviously be very cool, but obviously I would also want to see what's best for him in his NBA career. And at this point, that may not be staying with the Warriors if they're not willing to go ahead and trade away some of these young pieces to win now. We've seen that the Warriors are unwilling to do stuff like that. They held on to James Wiseman way too long, and then it got to a point where teams didn't really value him like that, right? They traded him for 5 second-round picks that they used to get Gary Payton II. So the Warriors have definitely made some mistakes for a franchise that has been great for the past decade or so. They have had some mistakes that were pretty major and, could have been avoided. But anyway, hindsight is 2020. Season is wrapped. Luka Doncic wins the MVP award. And yeah, we're just going to jump straight to the playoffs. We closed out the year very strong. Ended off the year with a 49-33 record. We are the 4 seed headed into the postseason. Oh my gosh, the Nuggets have Kawhi. They must have traded MPJ for him. Round 1 will be taking on Denver, and we actually beat them in 5. Okay. And of course, in round 2, we got OKC. Now, I feel like we match up pretty well against them. We have Jimmy, who's a good defender, but that's not going to matter because they're OKC, and they went ahead and swept us, went on to win the NBA championship. Steph Curry has not retired just yet, but I have a feeling it's getting close to where he could retire. I mean, he's 38 years old at this point. He'll be 39 next season. Could next year be his last year in the association? We're going to offer Steph a deal. Keegan, and Bam. We're Curry's only offer, so he's going to be coming back. Hopefully we can afford all these guys we can, which is awesome, and we even have a little bit more to spend. We'll throw it DeAnthony Melton's way, and that will wrap it up for our free agency. We didn't do anything crazy, just brought back a lot of our guys. I forgot to trade Jimmy before he regressed. Danny Lock-in. Oh my gosh, that was stupid. But it looks like the offers for Jimmy are still absolutely great, so I'll probably hold on to him until the deadline. I have a feeling his numbers are going to take a major drop off this year just because he's old, and that's typically what happens with old players in the game of 2K. So we'll probably see a step back from Jimmy, and for that reason, I'll be looking to move on from him. Now, we did sign DeAnthony Melton this offseason, and do we need him? Oh, we might actually need him. No, we don't. Okay, so DeAnthony, you can go. We're going to trade you to get a couple picks. We'll need these picks if we want to upgrade the roster. Also, Sam Merrill, we don't need you either. We're going to trade him to get some additional draft capital. Wait, I don't want to trade a pick here. There we go. There's 2 firsts for Sam Merrill. Awesome. And we can go ahead and jump into this season. We'll skip straight to the deadline and start making some more moves. All right, we're 35-16. I don't know how we're playing so well, but I was telling y'all, I do want to look at moving on from Jimmy unless he's been really good. I don't know. I mean, now that we're playing so well, it's kind of got me questioning the stuff I was saying before. Okay, so Jimmy, yeah, he's not been that good in estimated wins, so we'll probably move on from him. I forgot we even had Josh Hart. He's a backup. He's been solid. Keegan Murray, you got to go. Okay, so we've got quite a few players that we could look to move on from here. We're going to try and make a trade for a big player. Anthony Edwards is available. Ooh, Devin Booker is available as well. So we got some solid options already. There's Zion. Yeah, we're going to make a big trade here. Regardless of who it is, we're going to get somebody, bring another superstar to Golden State, hopefully using the contract of our guy Jimmy Butler, just because he hasn't been as impactful as I would have hoped. We could also use the deal of Keegan Murray if we wanted to as well. Oh, we could get Donovan Mitchell. He's never available in 2K, so that could be really fun. Okay. This is going to be a really awesome trade deadline. And this is Curry's last year, so I really got to dial it in right now. I think we obviously have to start by trying to trade for Anthony Edwards. It's rare you see a 97 overall player like Ant-Man available. Now, an offer for Ant would have to start with LaMelo Ball, right? I mean, LaMelo, he's a valuable player, he's young, and I'd be willing to throw in all these picks in addition to LaMelo. And if this doesn't work, I have another offer in mind. So you know what? We'll stop with all the picks. I'll throw you a Men Thompson here. That's right. I'm willing to give up a Men if it means getting Anthony Edwards. This could be a huge mistake, but maybe it won't be, because stars typically win you games in the playoffs, and I know Ant can do that. We still can't get him. Okay, so we'll give up on Anthony Edwards, remove him from the list, and move on to the next. I think the next guy I want to go after is Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell is incredible, especially in the hopping games when I watch him. He's awesome. He can really hoop. So we can't match salary directly here by just throwing in LaMelo Ball, so maybe I'd throw in Derrick Jones Jr. as well. Y'all can just throw me Chris Boucher. They're going to say no. Now, for Mitchell, I'd throw like 2 firsts. They want another one, but they'll give me Donovan Clingan, who's an 84. Okay, let's do this. Welcome to the team, D. Mitch. Spider's been putting up great scoring numbers, so I'm excited to have him. Now, I don't think I'm done just yet, though. I kind of want to see if I can trade for Big Z here. We've got the contract of Keegan Murray. We'll go ahead and see if that works financially. It does not, so we'll have to throw in somebody else. How about we add Josh Hart to the deal? Y'all can go ahead and just give me Jose Alvarado or something. We don't really have a lot of picks to offer. We got like 2 firsts. Oh, this isn't going to work, is it? I'll do 2 firsts. They say no. You know what? Maybe we could throw in a Men. That doesn't work financially. Okay, so the Zion thing probably isn't happening. But we did just get Donovan Mitchell, which is, insane. So now we're just going to explore some other trade options, do a little bit of yapping. Let me tell y'all, man, I haven't really been on social media as much lately. I threw like a 10-minute time limit on my social media apps, and I've just been chilling, bro. Like, just enjoying life, having a good time. I feel like, I mean, this is going to sound corny. You see all the videos that are like, stop using social media, it'll change your life or whatever. I'm not trying to be one of those guys or anything, but I will say just being in the moment a little bit more is definitely nice, and it's also helped me focus on making the content, which is really one of my biggest priorities right now. That and like spending time with family, making sure I'm healthy, going to the gym and everything like that, being with my friends, stuff like that is all very important to me. And if you're not doom scrolling on your phone, it gives you more time to do things that are more productive and can really help you out. So yeah, I guess as a YouTuber, a guy who benefits from people, being on social media, if you count YouTube as a social media, personally, I don't. I think it's different than other social media apps, but that's a whole different conversation. But as a guy who does these videos and stuff, I probably shouldn't be saying, get off your phone, because, it helps me when people are on their phone watching my videos. But, yeah, man, if you want to, chill off some of the social media stuff, I would recommend it. It's made me feel good. Anyway, we could trade Keegan Murray for DeJounte Murray here, or Murray for Murray trade. And I'm kind of intrigued at this just because, DeJounte, he's a higher overall. I feel like we could flip him for somebody better at the power forward spot. So let's see if I was right with that prediction. I may have been wrong. Okay. Yeah, there's like no power forwards. We could get Aaron Gordon and a 3-star pick. Yeah, I guess we'll do the trade. Ooh, Keontae and Cam Thomas is a good trade. We'll go ahead and do that. We're not really thinking about positional fit there. We'll have to flip a few players to make things work, but I like that trade just because we get a lot of talent in that move. All right, so now I think what we're going to do is take Keontae George, Josh Hart in a second, and that should get us a good power forward, right, 2K? Right? No power forwards. There's Kuz. All right, Kuz. I guess that's such a bad trade, though. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that trade for Kuz. How about we just throw Keontae in here? I bet we could get ourselves a power forward, right? Nope. Nope. These trade offers are absolutely tragic. There's good players available, just not the players I'm necessarily looking for right now, which is definitely unfortunate. Could we trade Bam for a 4? But why would I trade Bam? He's been good. Man, I don't know what to do right now. We could do a Men and Cam Thomas. Maybe get somebody crazy to start at power forward. No. Yes, not. Bro, the trade finder is selling right now. What is going on, man? We could do this trade for Nick Claxton and we get like a 4-star pick. We're going to try this just to see what the offers would be for Nick Claxton, a 4-star first rounder. Okay, there's our 4. There we go. We finally got somewhere. It took us a good minute to find the right trade, but we did it, man. We get Evan Mobley, and they also threw us a first there. So now we're basically the Golden State Cavs. Funny how that works out. All right, so we got a nice starting 5 off the bench. It'll be Klingon, Keontae. We'll have Josh Hart, and then we could use like a backup small forward. So we'll try and find one of those real quick. There's Miles McBride. He's too good to pass up on, so I'm gonna take him. Hopefully flip him for a backup small forward here. I see Jovic. We got to trade a first, but I'll do it. And then we'll slide Jovic. Actually, we'll slide Hart to the 3 where he goes up. We'll have Jovic at the 4. Now all we need is a backup 2, and we will be all good to go for this postseason run. Oh yeah, also, I'll throw y'all a little sneak peek on a video that's coming up for the main channel. It should be up on Friday at the very latest. I'm going to be posting I gave Victor Wembanyama LeBron James's career. I think it'll be a fun one for sure. I'm really excited for it. I've already recorded the video, so I know how it pans out. I don't want to give y'all any spoilers, though. Don't want to ruin the video or anything. There's Cody Martin. He could be a decent backup too, but I'm going to see if I can get somebody just slightly better. Kobe Jones, let me see his numbers. Oh, Oh, okay. He's been decent. Yeah, he's been better than Cody Martin. So we'll go ahead and get Colby. And there you go. Here's our 10-man rotation. We've got Curry, Donovan, Jimmy, Bam. Oh my gosh, Mobley. We're about to cook. We have so many good defenders too. That's what I really like about this team. I mean, our backcourt, Donovan and Curry, not great defensively, but the rest of the starting five with Jimmy, with Mobley, with Bam is absolutely insane in terms of the defense. I just noticed we've got players from the Heat, we got players from the Cavs. We've basically stolen both of those teams' stars. Funny how that ended up working out. But let's go ahead and jump to the end of the season. Hopefully we can win this title because Curry says he's about to retire. Hallie with an MVP. Guess what? Don't care. Didn't ask. Let's get to the playoffs. So we win how many games? 59. Of course, the Thunder were better than us. They're going to be a threat to us headed into the postseason. Round 1, we got the Rockets. Are you kidding? Don't do this. Don't. What did Bryson Tiller say? I said this in another video. What did Bryson Tiller say? Don't let us lose. Bro. Oh my gosh. I spent all this time putting together a team, really thinking about each and every move. And then some dumb stuff like that happens. We lose to the Rockets. Bro, that actually sucks. I'm not going to lie to you because now Curry is out of here. I tried my best. I'm sorry, Steph. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.